guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be doing this video a little bit differently. So instead of doing a voiceover, I'm going to do a talk through for you guys because I had a lot of you asking for me to do some more kind of personal videos so you guys can get to know me a little bit better. So I am going to be doing a Q&A for my next video, so keep an eye out for that. But for the time being, I am going to do a very highly requested look today. This is pretty much my day-to-day, everyday, like, beat. When I've got the time to do a full beat, this is what I do. But it was mostly requested because this is what I was wearing in my grad photos that I posted, and a lot of you guys really, really liked that. So, yeah, here it is. Oh, I just waved. Let's get into it. Okay, so getting into it, I know this is kind of a strange setup. I figured I'd give it a try, see if the lighting's any better over here than it was on the other side of my room. But yeah, let's get started. So I already primed my face. I don't know why I didn't think to film that, but I used my Smashbox Photo Finish Primer and I primed my eyebrows with my Benefit Brow Bow Conditioning Primer. So next I'm gonna grab my Smashbox Color Correcting Stick, the Look Less Tired light one, and I'm just gonna apply that under my eyes, cover up some of these bags. So I'm gonna take my NARS Luminous Weightless Foundation in the shade Gobi and my Morphe E44 buffer brush and apply that. I absolutely love this foundation because it literally feels like there's nothing on your face. Like, it feels like water, like not even. So it's so light, but it has really, really full coverage. Like, this looks ridiculous, but hold on. And it's got, like, I don't know, I really like this shade because it's got a really yellow tone to it, but it's not like, yeah, it's more yellow and like not, it doesn't make me look orange or anything like that. It's just like, I don't know, I just love it. And don't forget, whenever you're applying the foundation, don't forget to get your ears, because like, I don't know if this is a problem for anyone else, but my ears are always really, really red. I don't know if that means anything. But yeah, I always just kind of brush whatever I have left on my brush over my ears, so it's not like I've got like a super pale face and then like bright red ears. Next I'm gonna take my J Manuel Airbrush Concealer in the shade Light from their Filter Finish collection. Oh no, wait. It's called, sorry, it is their Photo Illusion Concealer in the shade Airbrush Light. There we go. I just got this package from J Manuel Beauty a couple days. I just got this package from J Manuel Beauty a couple days ago. Yeah, I'm absolutely loving all their products. I'm really liking this concealer. Like, it's really, it's not thick, it's really full coverage. And it's also got, like, I don't know if you guys can see, it's got that little, like, titanium tip on it, so it, like, cools your under eyes as you apply it, which I find pretty dandy. Okay, so after I've got my concealer applied, I'm gonna take this little J Manuel Blend and Buff Kabuki brush. I really like it because it's like a double-ended buffer brush, which I haven't seen before. So it's got like the larger end, obviously you can use for your foundation or anything like that, but then it's also got this little tiny buffer brush on the end that is like perfect for like concealer or blending out like cream contour or anything like that. So I'm just gonna buff out the edges with the larger end of the brush. And then for the inner corners, I'm just gonna take the smaller end, just so I can really like get in there. Okay, and then to set my under eye concealer, I'm just gonna take this Morphe M43 brush, which is like a little kind of tapered powder brush that is like perfect for under your eyes. So yeah, I'm gonna grab that and my Dermablend Professional Loose Setting Powder and set that. So yeah, while that sits for a second, I'm gonna go ahead and do my eyebrows. I'm gonna do those off camera because I am still hoping to film a separate eyebrow tutorial in the nearish future. But yeah, BRB. Moving on, I'm gonna set the rest of my face with that same Dermablend setting powder that I did before, and I'm just gonna use, you guys will see in a lot of my videos that I use this set of pink brushes. It's from a brand called Glow. It was actually one of those sets that you can get off of Amazon that's like 30 brushes for like $15, which I was kind of skeptical about, but they're actually some of my favorite brushes that I have, so the more you know. But I'm just gonna go ahead and set the rest of my face. Because I was doing this makeup for my grad pictures, I didn't set my face as much as I normally would because I didn't want the powder to reflect the flash at all. Usually I go ham with the setting powder because I do like quite a matte finish, except for like where I want my highlight specifically. But yeah. So some days I would just go and do my eyes directly from here and then finish the rest of my face later. Doesn't really make much of a difference, but I'm gonna do my face first today actually. So I'm gonna take my Too Faced Milk Chocolate Soleil bronzer and this little kind of flat boogie brush from Eco Tools and apply that around all the kind of edges of my face. Alright, so with my face all thoroughly bronzed up, I know a lot of people do their blush last. I prefer to do it right after I do my bronzer, so that's what we're gonna do next. I do this every single time. I don't know if you guys can, hold on, show you. I am covered in the setting powder right now. I don't think the camera's picking it up, but there's a big cloud of setting powder. So I'm gonna grab my Too Faced Love Flush Long Lasting 16-Hour Blush in the shade Love Hangover and my Luxie 514 blush brush, and just kind of sweep that up, sort of where I put my contour, I guess, and then also a little bit lower down onto the apples of my cheeks. Okay, so next we're gonna go in for some contour. I'm gonna grab my NYX Highlight and Contour Pro palette and this little angled contour brush from Quo. And I'm gonna take these two middle shades and mix those together. For my photos, I did do my contour a little bit more dramatically than I normally would, just so that it would actually show up in the pictures. And I didn't want to look just like washed out. Like I have a really, really round face, so cheekbones are important. After I've got those very sharp lines on my nose, I'm gonna grab the white shade and the banana shade from this palette and just use that to kind of clean up all the contour. So I just go in and again flatten the brush and I just kind of press it where I want the contour lines to be, I guess. Moving on. Now for the fun part. I'm going to be using my Too Faced Semi-Sweet Chocolate Bar palette for my eyes. This is my go-to palette. It is my everyday, my ride or die, like it has been through me. It has been with me through thick and thin. It's all dented and sad and I've hit pan on a bunch of shades, but it's still good. Ooh, but before using this, I'm going to prime my eyelids with the Smashbox 24-Hour Photo Finish Shadow Primer. to kick things off with the eyeshadow, I'm gonna grab my Morphe E22 brush and the shade Coconut Cream from the palette and just set the primer with that. I only set from my crease upwards just so that it's easier to blend out the transition shades. I usually leave the primer just bare on my eyelid itself so that any shimmer shades or anything that I'm applying there will stick better, but the rest I do like to have set. So, grabbing my same E22 brush, I'm gonna grab the shade Nougat and put that down as my transition shade. So I'm gonna take the shade Peanut Butter and I'm gonna apply that in the crease all the way across my eye. Because this is my kind of everyday makeup look, if I have the time, I'll only take the peanut butter about halfway and do a shimmer shade on the lid. If I don't have the time, I just kind of put the peanut butter all the way across my eyelid and just blend that out really well and just keep it like a kind of matte neutral eye. But today, obviously I have a little more time, so I'm gonna just blend that from the outer corner to about halfway across my eye. Okay, so once you're done with the peanut butter shade, I'm gonna grab the shade Mousse and put that kind of in the same place that I put peanut butter, but not taking it quite as high up and focusing it a little bit more on the outer corner. Also with the shade Mousse, I'm gonna just kind of drag it into the inner corner a little bit and almost, I guess, kind of match it up with my nose contour, but like you don't want it too dark or else it'll look kind of weird. But yeah, just really lightly blend it into your nose contour there. So after that, using the same brush again, I'm gonna grab the shade Truffled, this dark brown matte shade, and just really work that into the outer corner of my eye. Oh, and a funny little trick, obviously this isn't gonna be the same for everyone, but because I knew that I was getting my pictures taken this day, like the day that I was doing this makeup, I tried to focus the darker shades a little bit higher up on my eye, whereas I would normally bring them out a little bit further. Only because I know that when I smile, my eyes disappear like entirely. So by bringing the color up a little bit higher than I normally would, it makes my eyes look a little bit more open. But just a little trick there. I'm just gonna grab a smaller brush now. This is my 282 Eye Fluff brush from Inspire. And I'm gonna take that same shade, Truffled, and I'm actually gonna mix it with a little bit of, oh, that's bright. I'm gonna mix that with a little bit of Puddin' and just focus that right on the outer corner. All right, so now that the crease and the outer corner is really nice and dark, I'm actually gonna go back in with the Morphe E22 brush and the shade Peanut Butter again and just kind of dust it all across where I put all of the darker brown shades just to warm it up a little bit. All right, so now that I've got all the base shades done, I'm gonna take this little, it's from Nude Sticks and it is their magnetic eye color. It's a pencil. And it's in the shade Guilt, so it's just like a gold cream eyeshadow. So I'm gonna take that and I'm gonna grab this little flat concealer brush from Glow again and just pick some of that up. And then we're not necessarily gonna do a cut crease, but we're just gonna put this shade down on the lid as a base. Sorry, this brush is not working out, so I'm just gonna actually use my finger because why not? Okay, so with that base laid out, I'm gonna grab this little kind of flat eyeshadow brush from Glow and take the shade Butter Pecan from the palette and just kind of pack that onto the lid. So with the shimmer shade down, just to make sure that it's a totally flawless transition between there, I'm just gonna take the Morphe E22 brush again and the shade Truffled again, and just add a little bit more just to really blend out that outer corner. So for my eyeliner, I'm just gonna take my NYX matte liquid liner in black and go ahead and apply that. Alright, so after you're done your eyeliner, I'm just gonna grab this little flat definer brush. It is a Luxie number 221 flat definer brush. And I'm gonna take the shade Truffled again and just apply that to my lower lash line. Alright, so with your lower lash line all darkened up, I'm just gonna grab some concealer and just kind of tidy up that part underneath the eyeliner. Yeah, so unfortunately I ruined the eyelashes that I was wearing the day I got my pictures taken, but I am going to grab my Mandy lashes in the style Goddess, and you guys can actually use my code, I believe my code's just Allie, for 10% off their site, but I'll link that all below. So let's get some lashes on. That was so dumb, I totally forgot I still need to put mascara on. Hold on a second. Okay, got that sorted. Got some mascara happening. Now we can put some lashes on. Alright, so we've got some lashes on. I don't remember the exact lip color I was wearing that day, but it was just kind of a nudie brown color. So I think I'm gonna grab my Dolce K liner from Kylie Cosmetics, and I'll just line my lips with that. Okay, I'm gonna grab Baby Doll from NYX and just put that over top. Yeah, I honestly don't remember at all what lip color I was wearing. I'm actually so bad at applying lipstick. Like, I didn't think that it was a thing that you could be bad at, but I'm bad at it. Close enough. And last but not least, some glow. I am using the J. Manuel Beauty Filter Finish Collection 3D Illuminator in the shade Stardom. This highlighter is so good. And for the pictures, I went super crazy with the highlighter because I wanted it to show up on camera, but it was actually the saddest thing. So after we took the pictures, we were going over them with the photographer, and he was like, oh yeah, don't worry, like we're gonna edit these up and everything. Like we'll fix any like flyaways and like anything that's just like crooked or darkness, you know, regular editing stuff. Anywho, so he's like pointing out, he's like, yeah, this hair is kind of sticking out here and like your nose is a bit shiny, so we'll probably get rid of that. I was just like I didn't say anything, but like that, I worked so hard for that shininess on my nose. Oh well, it was really a sad day. Like, look at that. Look at that glow. Why would I want to get rid of that? And I'm just going to take a little bit on my finger and put that in the inner corners of my eyes. And there we have it. That's pretty much a completed look. Glow and all. Alright guys, that's it. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the tutorial. Let me know if you guys liked this style more or less, or if you'd prefer more voiceovers, less talking. I don't know. I'm super excited about my Q&A for the next video. But yeah, for the time being, just make sure you give this video a big thumbs up and don't forget to hit that subscribe button down there, and I will see you guys in my next video. Mwah. I don't actually remember the exact, I don't remember the exact lip color. I lost an eyelash. Ugh. This is Mabel. You guys have met Norman. I don't think you've met Mabel yet, but... And Norman's here too. Everybody came to say hey. Hey look, I found Millie. This is Millie. You guys have met all three of my dogs in this video then. What are you doing? Oh my god. Norman just threw up on my carpet. So then I'm just gonna grab my Luxie I'm just gonna grab